Tips for students who are new to virtual learning. A student in France does math work in a notebook and on a tablet during her school's closure due to coronavirus. By Jacqueline Barba, adapted by Newsella staff. Published March 26, 2020. Many schools across the country are closed. They have shut their doors due to the coronavirus outbreak. This puts teachers and students in a new situation. They are switching to distance learning. For some students, this will be a new experience. It may be their first time learning through video platforms. This kind of learning has its own set of rules. They're different from the rules we follow in the classroom. Here are a few virtual learning tips. They may help students get used to their new situation. Find a quiet place to set up. Getting ready for a video lesson? Your first step is finding a quiet place to set up. Choose a spot where you won't be distracted. Try to sit away from the flow of family traffic. If you can, set up your device at a desk or countertop. This way, your hands are free. You can take notes and look through your books. Prepare for class. In some ways, video classes are just like regular class time. You'll want to have your materials ready when the lesson begins. Just like always, gather your books and notes. Are there printouts you'll want to look at? Grab those too. And of course, have a pen and paper handy. Let your family members know when the class is about to start. This way, they will know not to distract you. They can also talk in quieter voices around you. Set a goal for yourself. Before class starts, set a goal for yourself. A goal gets your mind ready to learn. It gives you an extra purpose in class. It can even help you focus on what your teacher is saying. Here are a few examples of goals you can set. Learn one new thing. Ask one big question. Share one positive thought. Check. Are you muted? When you are muted, you'll see an icon that looks something like this. Before the lesson starts, mute yourself. Background noises may not sound loud on your side, but even tiny sounds like typing or chewing can be louder through speakers. To your teacher, it may sound like you're having a party, so make sure to mute when you are not speaking. Most mute buttons look like a little microphone. Double check. Are you really muted? Just making sure. Practice active listening. Sitting alone can make you feel distracted. So can sitting in front of a device. There are ways to prevent feeling this way. Active listening can help. Here are ways to practice active listening. Keep your eyes on the screen instead of looking around the room. Nod, smile, and react to what you're hearing. Even though you're alone, you can react just the way you would in a classroom. This way, your teacher will know you're paying attention. Use a pen and paper to take notes. This will push you to listen closely. Finally, don't let yourself browse the web. Make your video window full size. Don't open other apps during class time. Follow your teacher's instructions. Usually, your teacher can see you raise your hand. Then he or she knows you want to say something. That's not so easy in a video classroom, so be sure to follow instructions. Your teacher will let you know how to show that you want to ask or answer a question. You may get to use a virtual hand-raising tool in the platform, or you may have to type into a chat box. Be patient during the question and answer parts of the lessons. There may be a bit of a pause between the person speaking and those listening. Wait for a moment before you respond. If you're speaking out loud, make sure to unmute your microphone first. Then mute it again, please. Stay engaged through chat. If your teacher says it's okay, use the chat feature. You can chat to ask a question or share a thought. You could even use it to agree with what your classmates share. Keep calm and troubleshoot. Has something gone wrong during your screen froze, bumped from the class, app crashed? Don't panic. Problems like this will happen. It's not the end of the world. Try logging back on. If that doesn't work, check your Wi-Fi. Is it still connected? Restart your computer if you need to. You can also check your email. Maybe your teacher had the same problem and wrote to you about it. If all else fails, keep calm and try logging on again.